Have you ever wondered what really gets you out of bed in the morning? What pushes you to check your phone one more time or chase that next big goal? It's not just willpower. It's a powerful little molecule in your brain called dopamine. Today, we're diving deep into the science of motivation to uncover how dopamine acts as your personal drive machine. For a long time, dopamine got a simple label: the pleasure molecule. We thought it was the chemical that made us feel good when we ate a piece of cake or got a like on social media. But that's only a tiny part of the story. The real magic of dopamine isn't in the feeling of pleasure itself, but in the anticipation of it. It's the driving force that makes you want, seek, and search. It's the engine of desire. Imagine you're scrolling through your favorite food delivery app. You see a picture of a delicious, juicy burger. Your mouth starts to water and you feel a pull, a desire to order it. That's dopamine at work. It's not released when you take the first bite. It's released as you're anticipating the bite. It's the chemical that says, "Hey, that looks good. Go get it. It's going to be rewarding." This anticipation is what motivates you to take action, to tap that order button. So, how does our brain learn what to anticipate? This is where a fascinating concept called reward prediction error comes into play. It sounds complicated, but the idea is actually quite simple. Your brain is constantly making predictions about how rewarding an activity will be. Let's stick with our burger example. Let's say your brain predicts that eating this burger will give you 10 units of pleasure. If you eat the burger and it's exactly as good as you expected, a solid 10 out of 10, then there's no prediction error. Your dopamine levels will spike right before you eat it in anticipation and then return to baseline. Everything went as planned. But what if the burger is even better than you expected? Maybe it has the perfect sauce, the freshest lettuce. It's a 12 out of 10 experience. This positive surprise creates a positive reward prediction error. Your brain goes, "Whoa, that was way more rewarding than I thought," and releases an extra surge of dopamine. This surge essentially teaches your brain, "Remember this, do this again. That burger place is amazing." Your brain updates its prediction, and next time, the craving for that specific burger will be even stronger. Now, let's flip it. What if the burger is a disappointment? It's dry, bland, a 4 out of 10 at best. This is a negative reward prediction error. The expected reward didn't arrive. Your dopamine levels will actually dip below their baseline. This dip is also a powerful learning signal. It tells your brain, "Don't bother with that again. It wasn't worth the effort." This is how we learn to avoid things that don't deliver on their promises. This system of prediction and feedback is happening constantly, shaping almost everything we do. It's why the ding of a new message notification feels so compelling. Our brain has learned to associate that sound with the potential reward of a new piece of information or social connection. It's the unpredictability that keeps us hooked. Sometimes the message is boring. Sometimes it's exciting. It's that "what if" that drives the dopamine system and makes us check our phones again and again. This constant seeking of dopamine-fueled rewards can feel overwhelming in our modern world, which is filled with an endless supply of cheap, easy dopamine hits: social media, junk food, video games. This has led to a popular trend you've probably heard of, the dopamine detox or dopamine fast. The idea is to abstain from all pleasurable, stimulating activities for a day, or even a week, to reset your brain's reward pathways. Proponents claim that by doing this you'll find simple activities more enjoyable again and regain control over your attention. It sounds appealing, right? A factory reset for your brain. But let's look at the science. First, you can't actually detox from dopamine. It's a neurotransmitter that your brain naturally produces and needs for basic functions, like movement and mood regulation. Eliminating it entirely isn't possible, nor would it be desirable. The term dopamine detox is a bit of a misnomer. What these fasts are really trying to do is reduce your exposure to highly stimulating, rewarding activities. The theory is that if you constantly bombard your brain with intense rewards, like endless video game levels or super sweet snacks, your dopamine receptors can become less sensitive. This is a process called downregulation. It's like listening to music on full blast all the time. Eventually, you need to turn the volume up even higher just to get the same effect. So, if you feel like you need more and more stimulation to feel anything, taking a break could theoretically help your receptors regain some of their sensitivity. By stepping away from the fire hose of instant gratification, you might find that simpler things, like reading a book or going for a walk, feel more rewarding again. However, many neuroscientists are skeptical. They argue that a short-term fast isn't likely to cause significant, long-lasting changes in your brain's complex neurochemistry. Your brain is incredibly resilient and adaptable. Instead of a drastic detox, a more sustainable approach might be to practice mindfulness and be more intentional about where you seek your rewards. Instead of a full-blown restrictive fast, think about it as a digital or stimulus diet. Just like with food, you don't need to starve yourself, you just need to make healthier choices. You could try setting specific times to check social media instead of scrolling mindlessly. You could swap a highly processed snack for a piece of fruit. The goal isn't to eliminate pleasure, but to reclaim your agency and choose rewards that align with your long-term goals and well-being. This is about training your dopamine system to work for you, not against you. Instead of letting it be hijacked by short-term easy rewards, you can consciously direct it towards more meaningful pursuits. The feeling of accomplishment you get after finishing a difficult project, learning a new skill, or having a deep conversation with a friend also triggers a dopamine release. These are the kinds of rewards that build a life of purpose and fulfillment. So, dopamine isn't the enemy. It's the powerful engine of motivation that drives us forward. Understanding how it works, through anticipation and the constant learning cycle of reward prediction error, gives you the power to steer it. You can't turn the engine off, but you can definitely learn how to drive. By being mindful of what you're training your brain to anticipate, you can harness this incredible drive machine to build a life that is not only pleasurable, but also deeply satisfying. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the brain. If you found this fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more videos on the science of our minds. Let me know in the comments, what's one habit you have that you think is driven by this dopamine loop? I'd love to read your thoughts. See you in the next video.